Phoebe is just around the corner, and a lot of people might be wondering if she is worth going for, and in case you're one of those people, this video will cover some points that may help you make a decision. As you might already know, Phoebe will be a Spectral DPS, and she will also be the first character in the game to use negative statuses. For those of you who don't know, this is a new mechanic in the game that will be introduced in version 2.1. These negative statuses basically work like damage over time, and each element works slightly different from each other. As for Phoebe, she'll be applying Spectral Frazzle to the enemy, making it take damage over time, removing 1 stack each time it deals damage. Right now, we don't really know how much damage this will deal, but we do know it will scale with the character's level, so stuff like attack and critical rate won't really make any difference. Even so, Phoebe will most likely be a very strong damage dealer. The question is if she will be even better than Jinshi. However, it's still too early to know this, but knowing Kuro, I would honestly doubt they would power creep Jinshi this soon in the game, so we can assume she'll most likely be at around the same power level. Phoebe will also have a very free-to-play friendly team, since Spectral Rover can also apply Spectral Frazzle stacks to the enemy, helping Phoebe deal even more damage, so you won't have to worry about pulling for another character like Ziza for Carlotta, for example. And of course, for the healer, you can use Verena, as she is very easy to obtain and also incredibly strong. On top of all this, there will be a new event that will give a free 4-star weapon that is actually perfectly suited for Phoebe. Now, with all that said, should you pull for Phoebe? You should pull for Phoebe if you're new to the game. With the huge success of 2.0, the game will most likely have a lot of new players, and Phoebe will be an incredibly first unit, as she is very free-to-play friendly, since with characters like Spectral Rover and Verena in the team, you can already make a very strong and competitive team without really having to spend much on different limited characters. And with the addition of the new event weapon, you won't have to worry about finding a good weapon for her. You should also pull for Phoebe if you need another DPS character. Since the tower uses multiple teams, you might find yourself needing multiple different damage dealers, so maybe Phoebe here can be your last piece of the puzzle. And you should also pull for Phoebe if you just really like her. Phoebe is a very cute character, and a lot of people will probably like her a lot, and the fact that she is basically Sakura from Cardcaptor Sakura will definitely help with that kind of stuff. And if you don't really care about stuff like meta and you just really want her in your account, that's more enough of a reason to go for her. Now, you shouldn't pull for Phoebe if you already have, like, Jinshi. Jinshi and Phoebe have the exact same role, and they will most likely be very close in power level, making it a little bit pointless to go for her, so it would be somewhat more worthwhile to go for a different character. With that said, just like I mentioned before, if you do need a second DPS, Phoebe could be worth it. You should also not pull for Phoebe if you are still missing Shorekeeper. Shorekeeper is an incredibly strong character, and having her can really improve your experience with the game. It's been quite a bit since she got released, and seeing how quite a few characters already had a rerun, it's possible Shorekeeper will also have one very soon. And finally, you shouldn't pull for Phoebe if you think any future character would be more important. Right now, we know we'll get banners for Brent and for Changli. We don't really exactly know what Brent does just yet, but information about his kit should be revealed relatively soon, so you could wait and see if he would be better suited for your account. And with that, that should be everything you should have to consider when it comes to pulling for Phoebe. Hopefully this helped you or anyone out there decide if they should go for Phoebe or not, and make a more informed decision. And of course, as always, thank you so much for the memberships, and I'll see you all in the next video.